What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We finna talk my favorite division in football. What I watch every weekend. I watch all the games, but I stay tuned on these games. AFC East breakdown, our picks on the division, our walkthrough on each team, and of course, I got my prop bets and my best bets of the year. This is Paul Pick'em Win'em Concha, and I'm joined with.
You already know, man. It's your boy Kev. Waterboy's your boy, aka the Don PYE. If this was UFC, I'd tell you that I'm the people's champion. But today we're talking AFC East battle. I'm gonna call this the battle royale because this division is crazy. Because everybody in here can accidentally become a hitter. Like the Bills already hitters. The Dolphins have showed in the healthier days they are hitters. The Jets have picked up. They showed that their defense is legit. So they picked up a bunch of hitters on offense. You got motherfuckers like A-Rod and motherfucking Dalvin Cook. And then you even got the fucking Patriots, who I just found out spent a shit ton of money finding replacements on offense. Replacements all over the team, including in the coaching staff. So motherfucking anybody can accidentally become a hitter, Paul. So this is like an over the top rope wrestling match. Like anything could happen.
And the odds definitely show it. Like the Bills are the favorite. Understandably, they are the defending winners. Plus 120 to the Jets plus 250 and the Dolphins in third at 290. And then the Patriots are a big underdog plus 800.
I ain't gonna lie, that Jets plus 250 is it's pretty good odds.
It's looking pretty to you right now?
At the moment, but then you gonna see motherfuckers start fucking up and you think like, damn, I know I should have took the Dolphins.
So the Jets to me are the most interesting. Just because I'm the biggest Jets hater, but I will respect that defense they had, plus Dalvin Cook, plus Aaron Rodgers, and they went out and got Lazard and Randall Cobb just so Aaron Rodgers feels comfortable in the Jets uniform. Still got Garrett Wilson, and Breece Hall is coming back from injury. I know it's an ankle injury, so we got to see how it goes. But towards the end of the year, all that early shit don't matter. And you're going to have Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook and an elite defense. And I pointed out to you before the show started, like Tom Brady with the Bucks, Matt Stafford with the Rams. They all got the same thing in common. Elite defenses, older veteran QBs that know how to win fucking football games. And they all win. The other two went on to win a Super Bowl. Are the Jets the next?
Yeah, and the first thing Aaron Rodgers said when he got to New York, he said, "Hey man, I was looking at that trophy from Universe Super Bowl like 3 or something with Broadway Joe Namath and shit. Says it looks a little lonely. We gotta do something about that." I think it was a journey though to get Aaron Rodgers here because of the dark place that Aaron Rodgers went to. Literally, he was in the darkness, and he came out ready to retire. And then when he came back, he was like, "Yo, I didn't even know a trade was an option." So then he started looking around. He started looking around like, "Yo, the Jets are fucking loaded." And then the Jets started signing motherfuckers like Alan Lazard, the fucking Nathaniel Hackett. Like he's like, "Yeah, there's no way." The second he got out there, he was screaming Jets, 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 Jets. Before like it was even like pretty much official that Aaron Rodgers was on a trading block type shit. So like Jets, Jets, Jets. It's good that he made it over there. And like the way my favorite was like Sauce Gardner and the boy. Like Sauce Gardner was like, "Yeah, bro, if you were to come to Green Bay, if you were to come to New York, bro, I wouldn't pick you off in practice, none of that."
None of that.
So it was a great. The Jets were a really great team to follow, and now they're the team for Hard Knocks. So I'm like, okay, they did the media shit right this year.
And Sauce the liar because he definitely picked him off in like the first episode of Hard Knocks.
Uh,
So like it's a cold world he lives in.
Nah, dead eyes, man. That boy Sauce is dangerous. But Sauce also got my dog the icy chain, you feel me? So Sauce Gardner is a great motherfucking he's a great motherfucking teammate. And fun fact about Sauce Gardner, I can't remember exactly who it was, but whoever the raw SD lineman is on the Jets, he said he came up to Sauce Gardner. He said, "Hey, I'm not gonna call you Sauce. You gotta earn that." And he's about a 4th week. They said that he earned it.
So like I hate the Jets the most. You know that's the one team I never give respect to. So I take a nod off that they are legit contenders this year. They are a force to be reckoned with. to the point where I'm actually betting on fucking Jets players, and it's not for them to do bad. I got Garrett Will. Kev, tell me if I'm wrong here. Let me know if I'm a madman. Garrett Wilson over 7.5 touchdowns was to me a steal because is this not going to be Devontae Adams 2.0? You got Garrett
Yeah,
Wilson, one of the best footworks in NFL, young talent, and you're telling me when you're in the red zone, you'll have Dalvin Cook and Brees Hall. You're not going to see a fake handoff to a fucking one-on-one with Garrett Wilson. Like he might get 3 touchdowns in a game, and that's almost half of what I need.
facts.
And then the only other thing that I have for the Jets is his if he goes over 1,500 yards, that's plus 900.
Sheesh.
And to me, I mean, I love Alan Lazard, but I think Garrett Wilson's gonna be wide receiver 1 on a Aaron Rodgers offense on the Jets.
Oh, that's a bag.
1,500 is a big number, but like if Aaron Rodgers, if you're the number 1 receiver on an Aaron Rodgers offense, you tend to eat.
And they got it. And they got it to pay it.
And then I got Alan Lazard under 650 yards, just because you're no longer the guy.
And there's a lot of competition. And you technically weren't even like the X or the Y in Green Bay.
Yeah, but it's a lot of. But this is also the same team where if Aaron Rodgers and this team doesn't start off hot, or does Aaron Rodgers start throwing a fit? Not a fit, but we start. He leaves his emotions on the field. Are we saying here like this team starts off 1-3 and he's throwing his arms up like mad?
Yeah. I mean, anything could happen. Oh man. So who are we on next?
Next team, the Bills. They're the defending champs. Stephon Diggs is holding out, but yet he came out on social media and said that all that trade nonsense is bullshit. He loves Bills Mafia, and he just wants the deal done, basically.
He's smart, man. It's tough out here for these receivers, man. So yeah, shout out Stephon Diggs. But bro, I love watching Josh Allen highlights because he has a cannon. That shit is fucking phenomenal. He just be doing, and his connections to Gabe Davis. I can see why Gabe Davis is such an inconsistent player on fantasy because it's either you're guarding this deep ball or you're not. And the dudes that don't always pay for it every time. And that's just the offense. And then they got new additions, but their defense.
It's been top 3 the last 3 years.
Probably the best secondary duo in the entire league. Great corners. You still got people like Kyer Alon. We didn't see too much of Tre'Davious White last year, but maybe a chunky Tre'Davious White. Like they got some hitters.
Matt Milano, everyone was trying to say was the best linebacker last year.
Yeah, I want to say he was like number 69 or 67 in the NFL top 100. Everybody put respect on him.
The Bills, to me, they're a wild card because they could either be the same team that was crazy last year, but I feel like they were dominant in the first few games because they blew out the Titans. They were on they were just blowing people out. And then the second half, they weren't really blowing people out, and we started seeing Josh Allen frustrated because he's throwing fucking interceptions at the worst time possible. They're not running the ball effectively, and Gabe Davis was dropping deep passes that were like open, like right through his hands. So to me, this team either they're the number 1 team again, or we're seeing the Bills at like 3rd and 4th.
That's bold.
They have the most. To me, I think they have the biggest variance right now, just because I have one of my prop bets. Josh Allen over 12.5 interceptions. I just think he's careless with the ball. He tries. Sometimes they teach you it's okay to throw the ball away. Josh Allen is trying to hit a home run every play. And when you're going up against the Jets defense twice a year, a Dolphins secondary that's been really good, that looks really good this every twice a year, and a Bills Belichick defense twice a year, you're gonna throw a lot of interceptions. You're trying to force shit.
Facts, facts, facts.
So to me, I especially with how strong the talent is, this is a team that their defense better be as good as it's always been. And Josh Allen just can't throw the ball away a lot. But I like him. But I don't know. We'll see. Then we got my Miami Dolphins. And to me, it's Tua healthy. And if Tua's healthy, we're gonna do great. We got Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator, and he knows how to run an elite defense, and he has all the right pieces. We'll have Ramsey back on in November. We picked up Eli Apple just to add to the depth chart, which is a great cornerback 3, cornerback 4, because we still got Cater, still got X. And fucking Cam Smith out of USC looks like a legitimate starting cornerback, elite tier corner off rip. He looks great. Mike McDaniel offensively when Tua's healthy. Tyreek was going to go over 2,000 yards. Jalen Waddle ended in the top 10 in offensive yards last year as a number 2 wide receiver. This to me the floor could be low because Tua could get hurt and it looks bad. But the ceiling is high because with the Dolphins, if Tua's healthy, there's no who's stopping the Miami Dolphins offense.
I mean, the injury bug, but
as I'm saying, when Tua's healthy, who's stopping them though?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I think this team, you guys are dangerous because you guys are either the number 1 or number 3 seed. You guys are either coming through the running through teams, but the biggest thing about you guys is you guys have so much fight. There were points in times where you guys were down last year and still came up and prevailed. So I think that's something you guys took. You have people like Tyreek Hill, you have Jalen Waddle, you have monsters on offense. They're in the talks to be signing to be trading over for Jonathan Taylor. Like you got options for days. So it's just to see if this gel can mesh. Can they block? Can your O-line block for Tua? And what I've heard is that Tua and the boys have been like practicing falling or something like that.
Judo, baby.
Like, yeah. So let's see what the offseason work got the boys right, because this is supposed to be one of the better teams in the entire league. But this your you guys being as good as you are is what makes this division so exciting again.
That's why I said if we have the biggest variance. If Tua's not healthy, we could finish dead last. But if Tua's healthy and we play how we're supposed to be, we could be like the Chiefs sort of offense. Like who's gonna stop us?
Facts.
The only bet I really got for us is Jalen Waddle. I just feel like he's being disrespected. They have him set at over 1,075 yards. And Jalen Waddle's at over 1,000. Like he is a legitimate. He's wide receiver 1 on a lot of teams. So give me Waddle over 1,075, and also at plus 1,200 odds, give me Waddle over 1,500 yards.
Ooh.
That's because Tyreek, he might be close to 2,000. He might go over 2,000, and this all is in a world if Tua's healthy. And if he doesn't go over 2,000, I just think Waddle's going to put up an insane number next to him.
That's crazy. That Jalen Waddle taking over and going crazy like that would be fine, but it's well deserved. He's earned it. He's probably works his ass off. He doesn't really post too much about him working, but he's such a vibe on the fucking field. But before we get to the next one, you can't forget about the big dog himself, Mike McDaniels. The way that he just keeps it cool, lighthearted, and fun. I think he got a little figured out closer to the end of the season last year. But just taking you guys to where you guys were.
We almost beat the Bills with Skylar Thompson in the playoffs.
Deadass.
28-31.
Yep.
We lost.
What that boy Tyreek said? Tyreek said, no matter who throwing it to me, you could throw me the ball. I'm still going to score.
Bro, and also, that's another thing with my Waddle point. Tyreek, I love him, but he did get a little hurt. He played through it like a dog. But if he ends up getting a little banged up again, who's not like, you always got to sometimes factor in injuries. And if he goes down for a couple weeks, Jalen Waddle over 1,000 yards, that's an easy bet. Like, oh, yeah, like my bet's looking golden if Tyreek has to miss a game or two. And then our last team, the most boring team, it's Mac Jones and the Patriots. We don't have to spend much time on it just because you think they're going fourth. Yo, Kev, do you think with the
Yeah,
Patriots? With the Patriots, we
yeah.
don't spend much time with the Patriots. Do
I was
you
about to
think
say,
they're
yeah,
going
that
fourth?
motherfucker's boring. I fell asleep on their ass.
Do you think they're going fourth?
I mean, they have some. They have. That's my pick to go for sure. But they do have a way to sneakily like get some wins, mess something together. But that's going to be more of a coaching staff thing, and then putting the right people in the right places and getting hot. But I do take this team going last though for sure because the other three, the first three, it's like a three-headed giant for number one.
Yeah, for them, like to me, the only way they don't go fourth is if the other three teams it goes catastrophe bad for them. If
Yeah.
Tua gets hurt and the Dolphins can't run, if Aaron Rodgers somehow doesn't know how to play football in a different place, or if uh the Bills, if Josh Allen just turns over the ball way too much and they can't win games, like something terrible has to go down for those three teams for the Patriots to, I think, move up the ladder. There's no like, or the Patriots just have Bill is just fucking the greatest coach of all time. That's the only way I see them not going for it. So
Yeah.
let's get into our actual picks. I'm gonna point out real quick. I actually have a star. If anyone can see my picks, there's a fucking star next to one of them, and that star is my super best bet of the year, and it's the Patriots to go fourth in division.
Mm.
It's a pick 'em odds -110. People love the juice, but if you're just gonna say put like $100 to win 95, like put a big amount to win a good amount because the Patriots, like I said, everything has to go terribly bad for the other teams for the Patriots to go up and outside of fourth. To me, it's a three-headed dog.
Hell yeah, and I think it's crazy because I felt like last year, the year before last, when we first started, was the Patriots rebuild year, and last year was the prove something year, but they ended up doing worse last year under the back of Matt. Everybody gassing up Mac Jones, and now they're in a position where the rest of the division is just too fucking good.
Who is your official pick for the AFC East?
I mean, you guys can really go anywhere, but I got the Buffalo Bills because they are a good regular season team. They do peak well in the regular season. Second, I want to put the Dolphins, so I'm gonna take the nah.
Be
See, I
honest
don't
with
know.
you stuff.
I don't know if Tua's gonna stay injured. So if everybody stays healthy, I got the Dolphins at number two, and then I got the Jets at number three, and number four, I got the Patriots.
So I got number one, of course. I'm gonna take the Dolphins. Number two, I'm taking the Jets.
Okay.
And then number three, I'm taking the Bills. And this is
Mm.
going to be a wild one. The Bills do not make the playoffs this year.
That is pretty wild.
And then I have the Patriots at fourth. We're not too far off. And this is, of course, in a world where Tua is fully healthy. If Tua is not healthy, I am in for a long year. But I'm hoping Mike White can hold it down.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. White Lightning, y'all got my boy White Lightning in the back.
Yeah, that's a nice little pickup. I will say the offensive line is still the biggest question mark moving forward for us. So like, we need Armstead healthy. He got banged up in preseason. He's gonna play, but the rest of Robert Jones, he's gonna miss like 8 weeks. That's a big L. But other than that, my last bet of the thing, and this is a bet I really like, is the Jets and the Dolphins. Doesn't matter what order, but Jets and Dolphins to finish first and second in the division, plus 500.
Ooh, that's some good odds.
Yeah, I just think the Bills, if Tua's healthy and Josh Allen makes too many fucking mistakes, we're sitting here looking at the Jets and the Dolphins because their defense is going to be what carries them.
Nice. I can respect that. I can fuck with that. Yeah, it comes down to being healthy for me.
Yeah, health is the biggest factor for us. I feel like.
Health is wealth, homie.
But go down. Let us know in the comments y'all's picks for the division. Any bets y'all riding for the season long. That's why I love these prop bets because you're riding it all season long. The ups and the downs. You're literally sitting on your seat like, holy fuck, why did he ball out? I need him to shit the bed. But I'm Paul Picking Wyndham Concha. I was joined with Kev, Waterboy Savoy. This has been Totally Blitz Podcast. We break down AFC East. And if y'all didn't know, well, now y'all know, motherfuckers.
Bitch.